Hello, hello, crafty friends. We are going to make two kits this morning, our first Christmas cards of the year. So I had to wear,
This afternoon.
Oh, well, anyway. Since we're going to make Christmas cards, I wore my first Christmas shirt of the year. Snowflakes. It's 80 degrees in Portland today, but snowflakes nonetheless.
Wishful thinking.
There's nothing wrong with a shiny snowflake any time of year. Anyway, so we're going to make two card kits today from the Cute collection. This is from Christmas Cuties. We're going to make two. One is Merry Christmouse. Oh, he's so cute. He's so aptly named. And then we're going to make Snow Much Fun, which is the snowman set. And we're going to make a couple of shaker cards with that one. And we're going to use lots of Stickles, and it's going to be great fun. Our cards are going to turn out beautiful. I'm probably going to need you to move my wet cards to the table so that I don't get my arms in them. Let's start out here. Since our shaker cards are all snowmen, let's move those out of the way for just a minute. I'm going to make 5 snowman cards and 4 Christmouse cards. And let's start with our Christmouse because it's pretty easy. Can you go on my hands, please?
You should say hi.
Oh, I probably should. So let's say hello to Annette and Alice and Sandy. We know Roberta's out there. There's Brenda and Ruth. Hi, Ruth. And Kim. Hi, Kim. Betty G. Hello, hello. And Sharma. Hi, Sharma. And I think that's it for now. But hello, everybody. If I missed anybody, please don't be offended. I just would have just missed it. Oh, that's a shaker card, too. Is that a shaker card? That's a shaker card. I did not bring anything to go in my shaker cards, so you're going to need to go and find me something for that, too. Okay, hi, Laura. Okay, let's start with one that is not a shaker card. I just want to start with an easy one. Let's take a look at our kit, actually, first. We're going to do these a little differently than normal. I explained it as having prefab cards, first row, and it's like the second and third. I don't want fine glitter. I'd rather have confetti stars or something like that. Okay, let's take a look at our kit Brittany put together for us. Okay, I'll put this back in because I'll lose it, but we have a white snowflake. Can't remember which card I was going to put that on now, but we'll figure that out. You have a roll of shaker tape. You have 5 European A6 cards. You have 3 5x7s. You have a whole stack of mirror board. You have a DL card. Oh, thank you. And then we have a sheet of acetate and our 2 kits.
Elsie.
Hi, Elsie. So we were so close to actually doing this kit. I had to lay them out for Brittany to get the card kits done. But it didn't make sense to me to make up our cards in advance. I'm going to use my laid out cards and just kind of show you where I'm taking everything from. So again, let's start out with Christmouse. We'll take a look at our sheets here and we'll go from there. I I didn't make an awful lot of kits up because I know that many of you already bought the Craftaganza set, so you'll just be using this for patterns. Okay. All right. Here's our topper sheet for our beautiful Christmouse. I love this one. So cute. Just love that little mouse. Hi, Kathy girl. And then we have this really pretty piece of foiled corners. So let's start with the largest one. Is it the largest? It's one of the two large toppers. And for this one, I've taken my cardstock. Oops, hello there. I've taken my cardstock from here and I've covered my card using a 5x7. This is going to be a super easy one. We're going to use the strip from our border sheet at the top there. And this is using the more close-up of the two images from the bottom. We're going to go ahead and put our border strip down, kind of in the middle of this space. Then we're going to take our beautiful little mouse topper. We're going to break it apart in 3 pieces. Sometimes that takes a little bit of patience to break that ring out of there. Move this over just a little bit since I can while it's wet. I need some baby wipes out of the bathroom, please, honey. I'm going to take a baby wipe and wash my extra glue off there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm using 1/2-inch squares, so I'm going to cut a row of those in half to do my ring. And I'm going to cut some squares around the outside of my ring here. Okay, we'll peel our backings off of these. How's everybody doing today? How's the weather where you guys are? We are uncustomarily warm here in Oregon. They're calling it a second summer, but I'm not sure the first summer ever ended. We never really had a break there. We still having sunshine. Okay, I put that down, centering that in the blue space over my border there.
Hi, Irene.
Hello, Irene. I am just tracing around the inside of my topper with my frame piece with my glue bottle, and now I'm going to go ahead and put that inside ring in. A little bit of glue there. This which you just saw me do, the tracing around the inside, works a lot better than putting glue on the back of the piece as you try to fit it in, because then you don't get glue all over the outer frame when you're putting it in there. Let's get some foam squares, 50s in New York. Annette says she's been sitting in the, oh, wow, 89 now. Oh, well, that's good. Kathy says 89. Put a few foam squares on the back of our mouse. I like these bigger squares because they're so easy to peel. And we're going to raise our mouse up on some foam squares here. We have the outside of this card done, but we had some leftover pieces when we were finished. 9 cards and still leftovers, do you believe it? So I decided to do a little bit on the inside, just use an extra piece of my cardstock. Now if I want to sign this panel, I'm going to need to use a Sharpie marker because of the coating on this cardstock. So remember that you'll need to use a Sharpie marker if you decide to put a panel on the inside like this. And I'm just going to use my little leftover piece of mouse on the inside. There we go. Okay, card number 1. Merry Christmouse. Okay, first one down. Let's look at number 2. Oh, we're going to want some stickles on these too, but let's get them composed and then we'll do our stickles. Okay, this one is taking this 4-inch panel right here. Okay, I'm making a DL card out of it. I did trim this down just a little so that my 4-inch by 8 1/4 inch card, I made it 3 3/4 by 8 inches. Then I covered it with a DL piece of mirror board. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I think since I have it right here, I'm going to use a little shaker tape and make him sit up a bit just to make him look a little extra special.
Several said beautiful card, and Kathy says she can't wait for the snow globe shaker card.
They're coming. Won't take long at all with these prefab cards we're using today. You don't even have to watch me cut the paper. It's just, they're ready to go. I'm going to put a small piece right in the middle. Just to hold that up all nice and sturdy. Okay. My paper was holding on at the bottom there. Okay. Have some of you started on your Christmas cards? I haven't. I'm just getting started. Okay. Didn't help when I came in so late this year, but you know, we do what we have to do, right? Okay. So lifting him up a little bit adds an extra bit of dimension to our card. I'm going to put this little, this is just such a cute card. It just didn't need, oh, you're done? Oh my gosh. Look at you guys. Kathy Girly Girl says she's all done with hers. And Betty says she has 200 done. And Sharma says, yes, she has started. You guys are way ahead of me. Let's put a couple foam squares on the back of this.
Laura also has 200 done.
Oh my gosh.
And that's on
Wow.
the way.
You guys are so efficient. So efficient. Okay. And this little tag I'm putting in the middle says Merry Christmouse on it. We will stickle him up in a minute and make this look beautiful. I don't have inserts here today. I could have had inserts, I just didn't ask for them, silly me. Kind of would have been a waste though, since I'm only doing two out of each luxury set. It probably would have been a waste too. Probably would have been a waste to get. This is really cute, isn't it? Okay. When are we going to the optometrist tomorrow, right? I'm going to the optometrist tomorrow, guys. Bryce set an appointment and we're on our way. Woohoo! I think over there in that drawer, honey, there are also some silver holographic stars. Would you get those out, please? The gold ones will work perfect for this. I think I want the holographic ones. Okay. I have taken a European A6. I've covered it with Gold Mirri. And I'm going to put some tape flags on this one. This one came from the corner piece. Thank you very much. I took this card from right here. I cut this a little bit smaller than I normally would have. I did take just the corner piece. I cut this just a little bit smaller than I normally would have because the toppers were small. So I thought I'd let more border piece show. So I have a good 1/4 inch all the way around this. And I usually have about 1/8 of an inch. But that's why I did that, because the toppers on this card were small. And I thought, what we're going to do, I didn't do a lot of fancy folds and that kind of thing on these cards. What we're going to do to make these cards special is we're going to hit them with some Stickles. Make them nice and glittery, because we've got lots of potential to make pretty glittery things with this little mouse and these big holly leaves around the little mouse. So I'm just going to put these two toppers on here. I have the mouse sitting on the bridge. From here. And I'm using this season's squeakings is what this one says. I didn't even notice that. Season squeakings. Hi, Adeline. Hi, Thelma. I've done that. I'd like to remake them if possible, but yes, I have scrapped it. Not very often. put our seasoned squeakings up here. That's so cute. I'll put that right in the corner. And then I'm going to move my little mousey down just a little to compensate for that big topper up there. Okay. Whew. Let's pop this little guy right in here. I have an extra topper of the tiny topper of the
Roberta's back.
mouse. Hello again, Roberta. Okay. And I'm just going to put that little mouse down here in this corner. And we will have 3 of our, what's it called again? Merry Christmouse cards. Okay. Let's do a shaker card with this little mouse. All right, I'm going to use some Nouveau sprinkles in there. This one is light gold hexagons. I have taken the other corner off of my my foiled cardstock sheet. I've covered a 5x7 card in Gold Mirri. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Oh, I even already taped it. Look at me go. Let's go ahead and okay. Get that right where I wanted. I folded out my tape, just the top inch of it to the side. It give me little handles for my tape, and when I get it right where I want it, I just peel those tape flags out. All right. Now, I've already cut a piece of acetate for this. I want to make sure it's not too big. I think I'll trim it just a bit more. I want to make sure it will fit under my frame. We're going to use one of those 3-frame pieces, which I love that Hunkydory does this because it makes it so easy to make a shaker card. I'll set that aside for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take this frame apart. You only really have to remove the outer frame. Both the mouse and the middle circle are going to go onto our card. I'm going to get my narrower finger lift tape here. I'm just going around my frame using short pieces of my finger lift tape. You don't have to worry if we have any gaps in this piece, because this is not what holds our shaker components in. What holds our shaker parts in is the foam tape. So we don't want any gaps there, but this can have gaps in this one. Watch as you go and make sure that any tape overlapping your edge gets tucked back on itself. Oh, rain, sunshine, and a rainbow. Wasn't there just something about a rainbow? Somebody want to zap that guy? Got it. Thank you, Annette. I don't know why people have to do that, but they do. That's just annoying. I don't think we've had any freezing weather yet, have we, Bryce? I don't think we've been much below the 50s. Huh?
I don't think so either.
Thank you, Betty. I don't know why this particular roll of finger lift tape's just particularly sticky. Maybe because I've had it sitting here for a while. May not be as fresh as a lot of my tape. It still sticks really good. It just sticks too good to the paper. But if that's the case, then I'm glad I have it, not one of you guys. Okay. So I've got all those little scraps of paper off. I'm going to match my circle or my oval up here. Go over the back of this. It's a pretty good job of cutting overall. I see one little place it goes over, so I'm going to get rid of that. Don't want any of that extra acetate hanging out. And I have this nice, pretty, clean window. I'm going to get my shaker tape out here. And with my shaker tape, I'm going to go not on the inside window. I don't want my tape to show from the inside, but I am going to go pretty close to the actual window in here because I don't want my shaker elements to drop off and not be seen. So instead of going to the outside edge as you would think we would, we're going to the inside edge with our tape to keep our shaker components in view. This is the place you want to be careful that you're sealing this off right. Never tear your foam tape, always cut it, because if you tear it, you can stretch it. If you stretch it, then it gets thinner and it doesn't always seal well. Now I'm going to put just an extra little bit in here, right at that seam. It doesn't have to be pretty. I'm going to put a little bit of extra right there at that seam so that it will seal this off really well. Before I go further, I'm going to powder this up with my powder bag, and I'm going to put my shaker components inside, which I sometimes tragically forget to do. So
Got her Halloween 45 kit. You made 4 cards so far.
who did?
Irene.
Oh, good. Are you having fun with that kit, Irene? I just love that one. It's just been so much fun to make those Halloween cards this year. You would not believe the stack of Halloween cards I have sitting here. Between making up my sample cards and then making up the cards in class, and then thinking, I can't waste this, so I'm making up some more just because I could and I wanted to. I glued down my mouse in the ring. I'm going just a little bit lower than center because I'm going to put a tag up here after I put my frame on. So I wanted to have room to do that. I'm going to shake out a good amount of my...
Alice made all 6 of the Shutter Halloween cards today.
Oh, aren't those fun, Alice? I just think those are such great fun to make.
Irene loves the kit, and they're so beautiful.
Oh, Roberta, you're just too sweet, babe.
She'll be here tomorrow, too, to get it.
Oh, yeah, she will. What's tomorrow? Oh, because of our eye appointments.
Yes.
Oh, Mary R., we got to go get our... don't do that, Deborah. Go back. I didn't want to take that liner off quite yet because I didn't powder this yet. So I'm going to lay it back over the top and try and protect my tape a bit.
Yeah, Brenda's just reminded you, powder bag.
And I'm going to powder this up. Powdering this will help to keep the confetti inside from getting staticky and hanging on the window.
Elsie says she saw a double rainbow today.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I always think it's neat when you see those. You don't see them very often. Okay, now let's go ahead and take this frame and fit it right over our image. I'm going to shake that up really good inside. And we got all the pretty gold glittery bits inside now. And we'll put our tag on with a piece of foam tape. Our shaker card is done. How cute is that? It's a good thing we used the powder bag because as I was putting the cap on this, the window over it, those gold bits just jumped up and grabbed onto the window, but now they're not doing that anymore. So it's really a good thing we used our powder bag inside there because I think we could anticipate that they would be pretty sticky. There we go. There's our first shaker card of the day. And we have all of our Christmouse cards done. Can you believe that? It is 2:35 and we have made 4 cards. That's what happens when you're using prefab. Okay, so I'll put this one up here. Let's get our... Oh, I want to do some Stickles before we put these away. And we'll have Bryce take them. I'm going to use diamond Stickles this time, because that's what I had Brittany give me out of the store. Now, often I'll use a cool color outside, but diamond is a little bit warmer. It doesn't hurt, to have a warmer color outside.
And it says she lost her powder bag once, so she used baby powder.
That'll work.
Her friend said her card smelled so good.
I'm just outlining my little holly leaves because I think they'll be really pretty. They're actually pretty big in relation to the size of the mouse, so I thought it'd be really fun to stickle those. And it does add just a nice bit of glimmer to our card. Here's the first one. If these get dry enough before we're done, we'll take another look at them. I'm going to put some stickles on my bigger mouse card here. Have you guys tried any of the other brands of glitter glue? I have tried a few, and I have to say that I've become a real fan of the Stickles brand because I just think that it comes out better. There's no clumps in it. The colors are nice. It dries clearer than some other brands. I'm curious if you guys have had the same experience.
And it says no, and Thelma says yes, but Stickles is the best.
I think I'll go ahead and put a little on the bottom too. Yeah, that's why I was disappointed with, I can't remember what the brand was, but I was disappointed with the one that came out foggy. It wasn't a Stickles product, but it didn't dry as clear as these do. And then I tried a really cheap brand that I actually bought it overseas. And I thought, wow, if that's good stuff, then that's a big bottle for the money. And I didn't like it at all. It just didn't glitter like the Stickles brand does. In fact, I think I had it in the store for a while, told you not to buy it, and then finally donated it because it was just not up to our standards. There we go. Look what a difference that makes. Isn't that fun? Our little mousey. Thank you. Brace is taking these away so I can't get my arms into them, which is a very good idea since I'm known for such things. Very, very good idea to protect me from myself. These are such cute cards. I don't know, maybe you don't like little rodents like I do. I don't want them in my house. I don't want them chewing on my wiring. But I do very much like little mice and hamsters and other little rodents. In fact, I like a lot of rodents. I don't like rats. Rats are gross.
Mary R.S. Is that a Christmouse?
He is called Christmouse, yes. Merry Christmouse. That's the name of this set. And then one, I don't know if you were in yet, Mary, when we saw the little tag that says season squeakings. I had hamsters when I was a kid, and I do like little rodents. One of the girl's friends had rats, and her rats were very well behaved. I'm not a huge fan of rats, but if they're domesticated rats, they're okay. Wild rats are just gross creatures. Oh, I think I got into it a little bit right there. Look how cute that is. What that adds to our card to have him. Hamsters are fun. And I don't think I'll put Stickles on this one. Yes, we could just go to the table with this one so it's sitting with the others. I'm not going to put Stickles on this one because I only have little patterns on the outside of this, and we already oh, oh. Okay, that is it for Merry Christmas. Now we're going to look at Snow Much Fun. Rat Fink. That sounds really, really cute with the mouse standing up or the rat standing up wanting to be held. One time my hamster, oh, they were escape artists, I'm telling you. And one time my hamster got away, and our house, my mom and dad's house, was under construction. Here's our toppers. And the hamster went down into the furnace system. It was summer, and it got down into the all the venting around the ducts and disappeared, and we thought he was gone forever. And then about, it had to be 3 weeks, really, I don't think I'm exaggerating. 3 weeks later, we were watching TV and heard this scratchy sound, went over and removed the register, and the little hamster was there with his paws up saying, "Take me out, take me out." And he went straight to his cage and drank water and water and water and water. It was not summer, fortunately, so the furnace had not been on. But
Kathy says her rat used to go for walks outside and he'd walk right by her heels.
wow, that's amazing. Rats are smart, I guess. Oh, I grabbed the bad tape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some tape flags with this one. My tape's just a little long on one end, so I'm going to fold it back on itself. I don't want that adhesive showing. This little piece of cardstock that I'm using comes from this border. And I'm just going to go ahead. I've covered a European A6 card with silver mirror board this time. And in order to make this topper big enough to use, I took the topper itself off the topper sheet, which was this one, and this little saying, and together they were still really small. So I took another piece of my purple cardstock off the top piece of this. I put those on there onto a backing sheet and glued them down, leaving a nice border around it, which made my topper bigger to use. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Let's put it on with some foam squares. And we'll give it a little Stickles.
Loves these snowmen.
They're really cute. This one's called Snow Much Fun. Jordan had a hamster till this last year when he passed away. She also had a hedgehog. She's had him since before they got married, right? Didn't she? Yeah, she had him before they got married. So he had a good long life with her. I'm going to go ahead and put some Stickles on this snowman card. This is Warm Winter Wishes, the little tag, in case you were wondering. Little Stickles on the snow edge. We're standing in. Put little Stickles on my snowmen themselves. The only thing about this one that's difficult is figuring out what to stickle, because everything could be stickled on this one. What I think I'll do is put a little on the tree, just little dots. I always like the way that looks when you put little dots on the tree. It's going back and forth. Okay. All right, I'll give that to Bryce. Oh, I should have had a little on my star. There you go. Okay. Next up, I have another European A6. This time I did not cover it mirror board. I decided to let the white border of the card show instead. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on with some tape flags. I'm going to go ahead and put this on some foam squares. Excuse me. I'm using a piece of this border from further down to do this card. You remember that I said one of the reasons why I like to use European A6 cards is that they allow me to get the most I can out of my card stocks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm running this Christmas greeting, let's get together this Christmas, vertically down that margin. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I love those bigger foam squares too, don't you? They're just wonderful. It's so nice for being able to pop a few on there and peel them so easily. I am liking that. I'm using more and more of the big ones. Okay, got him, guys, huh?
Yeah. A couple. And this one's been on twice now.
I see that. Well, we hope you get kicked off YouTube, because you shouldn't be able to interrupt people's fun with your nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and put this tall snowman. This is really cute with the snowman 3 high. Look how cute that is. Super cute. Okay. Yeah, Christmas cards and glitter just go together, don't they? I still like using my ultra fine glitter too, but Stickles are just so convenient.
Several of them say when they start playing with Stickles, they can't stop.
That's true. You think, well, this one needs a little, this one needs a little. I came into this knowing these guys were all going to get sparkly because, you know, there's snowmen. And then those holly leaves for our mouse, they needed it too. A little ground line there, a little back here, put a little bit on our Christmas tree, which they're just getting ready to put the star on. That's cute. Okay, we have 6 cards done, 3 to go. Next, we have a shaker card. I have a European A6 I've covered in silver mirror board. I'm going to go ahead and put my backer down. This is just a 2-piece frame. This one will work just fine, and even though it's little, it's going to look great. I used to have, I don't know if it's still in the drawer, and the silver stars, I know you've been there a couple times, but I used to have a pack of, like a 4-pack in there that had something called Cloud in it. Would you look one more time and see if, in the drawer above and below, and see if you see that? The silver stars will work just fine, but just in case it's there, something white would be fun in the snow globe. I didn't leave myself enough to grab a hold of this one. There we go. Okay, line that all up the way I like it and pull those strips out. Such a good technique if you haven't tried it. All right. Okay, let's see. I've already cut a piece of my acetate to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and use my thinner. Use my thinner one. I might be out of it, honey. I don't know. I probably used it in a kit or something. Yeah, probably out of it. It's okay. These silver stars will be really cute. Do you get a lot of snow where you live, Kathy, girly girl? We don't get a lot of snow. It's unlikely most years we can make a snowman because we don't get a lot of snow, but we get a lot of ice. So we don't get the good stuff, we get the yicky stuff. And I don't know if you've been to the Pacific Northwest. If you have, you'll know that we're all up and down hills here. You know, there's everything's on a hill or a valley, just about. And so Snowmageddon last year. Oh, wow. So when you get the combination of ice and then all those hills, it gets interesting to get around in Portland. Although that still doesn't explain how people run for cover and panic and want to leave work at the first sign of a snowflake. Oh, Thelma says I made a snowman once out of tumbleweeds. That's funny. You're in Northern California, Kathy, I think. Is that what I remember? You're in California or Colorado? Oops. There's that naughty person again. I don't know why you think this is fun, person. It may be fun for you, but it's not fun for us. And we should be having fun doing our thing instead of you interrupting us. You're going to get lots of reports to YouTube.
Kathy's in the foothills of Tahoe and the Sierras.
Oh, okay. Boy, beautiful area. Okay. We've got our nice window in our frame. Okay. Beautiful, clean window. Not for long. We're going to make this card open this way. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down in the middle. Let's check the fit. It all looks good. Okay, we're going to put our shaker tape on. right along the inside edge, not so far over you can see it from the front, but far enough over that our pretty sprinkles are not going to get lost. You want to have nice tight seals on this, especially if you're putting glitter in. Sometimes we like to put little beads in as well as glitter. Okay, we're gonna tap it all in. Yeah, Betty makes a good point. Sometimes the inside, the outsides of a tape roll can be sticky enough to be holding your components too. So we've taken our pretty window and messed it up, made it foggy. That's okay. We did that on purpose. It's not going to be foggy when we're done. We're going to go ahead and take our shaker components and put that in. Yeah, put in a few beads with your other stuff, Kathy, and it makes it sound, you get sound, and they also help knock the sequins and stuff off the sides. So that can be kind of fun. Put those in there. Okay. I'm going to put some holographic stars in this one. We won't tell him, Annette. Mum's the word. Okay, we'll go ahead then and peel off the tape after we've tapped it down good and gotten it a little messy looking. We'll go ahead and set it over the top of our topper with our confetti. And those are pretty in there. I do love the way the confetti stars, holographic stars, make that look. And to get the window clean again, I'm just going to take it up and down. And there we go. And now our window looks nice and clean again. And we've got all those pretty glitters inside. I do love that. That looks gorgeous. Okay, and I'm not going to put, here's a card, honey. I'm not going to put Stickles on that one. Oops, wait. Where was that supposed to be? Oh, I was going to put this on the inside, I think, unless it was supposed to go with one of these. Are you supposed to go there? I think, oh, wait. I'm not sure where that was supposed to be. My little prefab cards only go so far. Let's go ahead and grab the snow globe. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I hope we get some snow this year and some good snow back up on Mount Hood, which is necessary for our water runoff to provide water for the for the city of Portland and surrounding areas. Okay, I've taken an A6 card. I've covered it with silver mirror board. I'm taking the picture off the corner of my coordinating cardstock, which was this one. Okay, I did trim this down a little here and a tiny bit on the bottom in order to get that snow globe kind of centered on my corner. So look at that while you're cutting. I'm going to go ahead and put this Snow Much Fun on here and use up my little half pieces of tape I had left. I can get a fresh sheet of squares out. Make sure I don't have anything showing from the front, and I don't. 10 going on 21. That's what my kids were like. Because we were older parents, we talked to our kids a lot when they were little, just as if we were talking to each other. And I think that really influenced their communication skills, at least when they were little. Or at least when Jordan was little, she didn't know any strangers. She would wander right up and get right into the conversation, whatever it was, and just talk like a little big shot, you know. Lauren was really shy when she was little, and now that they've grown up, they've kind of reversed roles a little bit. Jordan spent so much time working at home now that she is not as communicative as she once was. She tends to be a little bit more introverted. And Lauren, who used to cry if you made her order her own dinner in a restaurant, is now fully communicative with everybody. In fact, they have noticed in her company that she's one of the people that it doesn't matter what the level is of the person that she's talking to in the office. She can talk to the company president as easily as she can talk to her coworkers, you know. She just doesn't recognize any status differences and that kind of thing, which I love, actually, because he's no better than her. He's just has a different job. But people notice, especially because she's so young, that she's more than willing to chat with anybody. Which is just funny now, because she was such a shy little one. No more. She's not shy now. It's funny how he changes as we grow. I like that. I took the Stickles and ran right around the edge of my snow globe with this one. Glittered my tree and glittered just the outsides of my snowman. Boy, this guy is just not willing to give it up, which is totally irritating. I'm excited to show you some of our other classes we have coming up. I worked on cards all day yesterday, and I now have the cards for our next couple of classes. Our last card here is going to be a shaker card. This time we'll be in a 5x7. We're going to do this snow globe card again. I'm going to go ahead, and I had this really pretty piece of edging that was left off the sheet. So this is taken from here. And I might have cut this card down just a little. Let me see if I did. I'm kind of thinking that my card was a little bit longer than the remaining space I had. Yes. No, I didn't. This one I didn't cut down. One of these cards might not even be in this set. That's the downside of doing so many in a row. You don't know which one you did it on. This is still a full 5x7. I'm going to take this border piece and I'm going to glue it right here. It usually takes people, it's been my impression that it takes people longer to figure that out, that people really are all the same and it doesn't matter your title and your. Probably helps a little bit that they had a mom who once had a fancy schmancy title and it. They know me as being very human. Oh, so human sometimes. Very human. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I've cut a piece of acetate to fit my card size. I'm going to go ahead and put this in place so that hopefully I can get my shaker in the right place. Put it up on a little bit of foam tape. Who was it that their mom was 37? The top. Annette. Okay. My mom was only 22 when she had me, but I was 38 with the first of my girls and 40 with the second one. That is true, Sharma. We are all more alike than different, aren't we? I think that's very true. I'm going to go ahead and set this down and then put my frame around it, just get a perspective on where I want that to be glued. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that center down. So I'm just going to pretty much center it in the remaining space. I'm going to glue this down good. The fact that we have another border piece over there isn't going to make any difference at all. And we're centering left to right and top to bottom. Okay, so we've got that in position. Now I'm going to put my, for anybody who might be watching that this brand or this sort of a shaker tape or this sort of a shaker card is different too. Isn't this a sweet and easy way to make a pretty shaker card? So easy. And these these Hunkydory toppers really make this an easy process the way they're already, die cut. So it's not like you have to create your own frame. You can create your own frame and make a shaker out of anything using this technique. But this is just so easy with the Hunkydory. What was Kathy saying about her son?
Her oldest son passed away.
Oh, I didn't know that. The very thing I love about finger lift tape is what's annoying me about this roll. Normally, finger lift tape just peels up so easy with the little finger grips there. But this particular roll is just being nasty. Oh no. I'm so sorry for your loss, Kathy. I know it sounds like that was a long time ago, but my goodness. I don't think one probably ever gets over the loss of a child, although I have no personal knowledge, thank God. Okay, I got my frame all sticky. I'm going to try and put this piece of acetate down to that frame. Ooh, I did it first time. First time! It lined up just right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my shaker tape on. This shaker tape is very, very sticky. And once it's down for good. You're not lifting this stuff loose. It is very, very sticky. Just make sure that you get your shaker tape on in a way that everything is sealed well, then you won't have confetti escaping. I did a class where, this is the class where I learned that you don't tear shaker tape. We all made cards. They saw me tear it, everybody else tear it. And then we put glitter and stuff in them. And then everybody was shaking their cards up and glitter and confetti flew everywhere. Oh, I did it again. I want to use my powder bag. It's not as critical, candidly, with these kind of confetti that I'm using here now, but it's still, I just stuck my hand in the card he didn't take away. Oh. Okay, let's see. So I want to get that powder bag on here. My powder bag is so well used that it's like half the size it was when I bought it. It's just a little tiny powder bag now. Okay, let's get some sprinkles in here before I get too far down the road. Let's get some little stars. Okay, and I'm going to put in a few bigger ones. A little bit bigger stars too. Why not? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and peel this. That person is just being ridiculous today. Chat 69 XYZ, you are being totally annoying.
You think it's probably a bot, a computer doing it versus a real person?
Probably is, but
I've reported him as pornography on every time, but
good.
who knows how long it takes YouTube to get around and deal with it.
All right. Let's go ahead and put our lid on here. Rub it down nice and solid. Turn our card over and shake it around. And we've got all these pretty stars in our... I think I got some gray hair in my card. If I ever disappear, here's my DNA, honey.
Yep.
Not that you will have any trouble finding DNA from me, because I seem to shed gray hairs everywhere I go. There we go. You know what, guys? We have finished 9 cards. I don't know if any of our cards are dry enough to look at. Here's 2 more. Well, 2 you can take over. Look at this one again. I could have put more confetti in this one. I thought I had more, but it's still really pretty. I stuck my hand in that one.
Nice.
All right. Well, he is checking on those cards to see if they're dry enough to look at. We have been very fast today because of our prefab cards. It's only 3:30 and we're done. But let's take a look at some of what we have coming up.
Nope, we're still very wet.
I'm excited about this one.
Probably because they're on the air conditioning.
He says because the air conditioning's on. Bryce has been blocking him too, Sharman, reporting him. Because the air conditioner has been on, Bryce says my cards aren't drying properly. Come in real close on these so they can see the scenes in these. This set is called Autumn Dreams, and we're doing this next Thursday. Autumn Dreams. Isn't it pretty? Here's another. Yellow bow and yellow around the corner. Thank you. Perfect. Good camera work. Autumn Dreams. This is number 3. Beautiful sunflowers. I put vellum in the center of this, and there's vellum included in your card kit. This one is my A6 card is covered in parchment. And this one, I just thought that the sunflower parchment was so beautiful that I covered my card in Gold Mirri, then I used my parchment and just put a band on it and called it good because it's so pretty.
Are these Hunkydory cards?
These are Hunkydory cards. This is next Thursday's class. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards we'll be doing. And your kit includes the Autumn Dream set. It includes it includes the parchment. It includes some ribbons. It includes the mirror board, the card bases. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know how this works.
She's referring to the spammer.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is Hunkydory Autumn Dreams. And this kit is now out there and available for next Thursday. Next Saturday, we will be doing Festive Style. And we have 2 kits we're doing for that. And here they come. Let me start with the deer I already showed you. We have 4 deer cards. This is next Saturday's class. Festive deer. Another festive deer. What's this called? This, Merry Christmas, my dear, is what this is called. You're more than welcome, Kathy girl. It was fun, and you guys clearly liked it. So we will be back with $2 Tuesday and Fab Friday next week also. Oh, I got it. Merry Christmas, my dear. Love that with that bright red satin bow under them. It just kind of brings it together. So there's 4 cards from Merry Christmas, my dear. And then I'm not sure what this other set's called. Let's see if I still have it sitting here. Yes, I do. I don't have to tear apart the kit after all. This is called Peace on Earth. And I'm anxious to show you our cards for that.
Elsie wants to know, what is the difference between autumn and fall?
No difference at all. Interchangeable words for the same season. Here is our first piece on Earth. This one's going to need some stickles. Our second piece on Earth, little easel card. And I'm very excited about this one. Here's our third piece on Earth. Using our craft style easel card. This is coming up next Saturday. Merry Christmas, my dear, and Peace on Earth from the Festive Collection. Love this one. It does need some stickles. We'll take care of that when we do these cards next week. So Merry Christmas, my dear, and and the Peace on Earth, that's coming up next Saturday. And I started on the following Saturday. Uh-oh, but the second one isn't done yet. This is from Snowy. Whoops. Season's tweetings to you. This will have another Snowy kit with it. Just love the little bird and the donkey. Oh, he's so cute. So I'll have a second Snowy set with this one. Okay, that's what I have to show you so far. All right. What kinds of questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom do you guys have for me? I'll stand this back up while we're looking. Is this one a shaker? No, it could be. It could be made into a shaker. Are you talking about the donkey or the Peace on Earth? This could easily be a shaker. Any question? Donkey? No, but it could be. No, I didn't make it into a shaker. But you easily could make it into a shaker for yourself. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button. That makes me feel good. I enjoy it very much when I can go through and see that people are enjoying what we're doing. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss any of the fun. There are just such good projects coming up. And I will put our newsletter link below this. It wouldn't let me last time. I had to wait, and then it didn't let me. I don't know what was going on. The system was glitchy. But I will put a newsletter link so that you can get access to our newsletters. And let's see. Seemed like there was something else I wanted to say to you. I agree with you, Mary. This is just like the best crafting community ever. And I'm thankful for you guys every day. Every day I am. So if there are no questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, be sure to check out $2 Tuesday. See us on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern for What's New Wednesday. Our Thursday class, which will be our next tutorial, is on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Set a reminder so that the system will tell you that it's time. And then we will be back with our Fabulous Friday next Friday. Look for those after midnight Thursday. And then on Saturday next week, we will be doing this beautiful, beautiful kit. And that's it for now. Since there's no questions, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.